Hi. Wow, it's been a long time since I've posted anything and done a video clip. It's been really interesting to watch my energy for human design and anything I have to say about it kind of disappear. Before I begin what I would like to talk about today, I'd like to say that, I think it was August, what are we, 25, August 24, 2024, that I had this surge of energy for about a week, and all this information about 2027 poured out of me. I think, I don't know, like 150, 200 pages. I don't even know anymore. And it was going to be a book on 2027. And then the energy disappeared, huh? So I have waited for the energy to return to complete the book, huh? But it hasn't. Waiting for energy, not pushing, not feeling like I have to do something. It's such a precious gift. Anyway, what I want to say is I have responded that the energy's not coming back, and I'm going to make it available, whatever I have completed for free. There'll be a link. I think there's a description area. I'll put a link in there where you can download it for free. And it's not been edited. It's not been read through. It's like I had fun with what I did. There was so much more I could have said and all of that. But anyway, that's what I wanted to um, let you all know that, yeah, the energy just, mm, I don't care anymore. I don't care. I don't care. It's like, I have loved what human design brought me and all that I could share all these years. I feel like there's nothing else I can say than what I've already said. It's like that's all I have inside of me to give. And I don't think about human design. I don't talk about human design. I live me, you know. Um, Someone asked me the other day what my sun Earth is, and I couldn't even remember. My sun Earth, huh? I mean, the other ones, yes. All of that stuff. It's like, I was telling a friend just yesterday that, you have the map to the Holy Grail. Once you get to the Holy Grail, you don't need the map anymore. It's a map. So, anyway, as you can see, I'm just living me. Right now, I'm in Mallorca. It's very beautiful. I love it. We're in the same apartment we were last year, so I get to look at the sea. And we'll be here to mid-March, and then we go back to the States where, I'll probably be for quite a while. Definitely for 2027, I'll be in the States. Um, and yeah. It's just so beautiful to just rest. I'll be 77 and it's like um the sacral center knows when enough is enough, and it I can really feel it, how finished I am. How finished I am with so many things, the whole sannyas journey, the human design journey. I feel finished with humanity. I feel finished with this human form. It's like, yes, I don't know how long I'll be alive. I don't think well, who knows, but it's not like I want to die or anything like that. But I just really feel finished with pretty much everything. And it's so wonderful. I just, it's kind of like just kind of flying in my own flow in a way. Um, anyway. So I had a very interesting and fun weekend. There was an immersion happening in Palma, and I live on the north side of the island. Hunt and Mila and Christian were facilitators for it, and I was asked to be a guest, and I went, So Hunt picked me up, and I stayed in a hotel for two nights there, and I got to spend a lot of time with Hunt and Christian and Mila, projector, manifestor, generator, and they've all the three of them. They've been in so many of my immersions, and it's like now, it's just communing with these people because they're living who they are. It's nothing. It's so different than yeah, so many. Past experiences. It was just very beautiful and was very sweet to be in the room. And, I didn't have to do anything, but I also realized because I was playing with the idea of maybe doing one more immersion for, you know, for over 2027 when that happens. I would be in Sedona at that time. Oh man, as soon as I had to wake up and know I had to walk into that room, I could already feel it in my body. I don't think so, And then in the room, and I didn't need to do anything. The people were beautiful. They were very sweet. They were very aligned in themselves and very respectful to the dynamics of the aura. Um, but oh boy, I just, yeah, it's like I I don't have the energy for it. So that became very clear, which was good. And also, hanging out with these people, they were kind of telling me what's going on in the human design world, and I don't know. I'm not in social media, so I don't know all that's out there. But I was like, holy shit, when I was hearing these stories, and yeah, I felt to just share something because I heard that there was a book out there that human design is a cult, huh? And also, there's all this stuff out there about strategy and authority. That's what makes it a cult, or, you know, that Ra made that up, and that there's these people who feel that that was the beginning of the end. And I mean, I don't need to go there. I mean, the people can think what they think. I really don't care. You know, I have me. I don't care. Everyone can just do what they want to do. But what I wanted to share was my own experience, huh? Because I was, what is a cult anyway? Usually a cult has one leader, and you can't say no. You have to agree. And I don't know what else. Anyway, I have had that experience. If you say no, you're out. And uh, the whole thing with human design is there's no outer authority. No outer authority. None. And you can say no to anyone. I mean, I go to Ra all the time. It didn't change anything. It was my truth. So that was kind of okay. Some people want to believe that and make that a story. Okay, it's what they want to do. But I needed to say because I don't know how many more of these I'm going to do. But before I stop doing them totally, I wanted to say that because I have had that experience of being in something that could be termed a cult, huh? Where you couldn't say no. There was a leader, and this it's actually just the opposite. For me anyway, that's my experience. I was left alone within myself to find my own truth about everything. The beauty of that. So anyone out here can say blah, 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 and they do. I mean, they do all the time. That's all you hear. I have my own truth. I don't need to even I mean, there's no need to get into discussion about it because it's my own truth. So for me, that is the beauty, huh? And then the other thing I wanted to share, because I'm old, the body, okay, not inside, but the body's getting older. But I was around and in human design before strategy and authority for over 3 years. And it was amazing. I mean, wow. And it brought me something. It brought me this, oh, wow, that's in my chart. Oh, wow, that's in my chart. There was kind of a relief with learning and seeing. It was only back in those days, the black book and the white book, and seeing all that and looking it up and looking at my family and understanding that. But it just gave like a relief to my mind, didn't transform me. And I didn't know Ra back then. It was just all, other people and the books and the cassette tapes was back then. And then Ra came to Sedona. It was the first time he brought strategy and authority to the United States. It was in Sedona, and I had my reading. And he basically told me, what my strategy and authority was. And I had been searching a long time. And for me, it felt like a really like a life or death situation. It was either I had looked everywhere trying to find what I had been searching for. So I was like, okay, got to be total with this, huh? I mean, he named it radical. I never thought I was radical. He would just say you can't be half pregnant. But after watching me for a few years, he said, now I understand why you had to be radical because this is damn hard as an adult. And I went, uh-huh. It wasn't easy. And I had no one I could look at. I didn't know anyone who was living it because it was new, brand new. And the only person who I felt was mutated in a sense was him, and I couldn't go to him. He's a manifester. So, and it was before aura. There was no aura back then. There was no profile. There was no incarnation crosses. There was no variables. There was no holistic analysis. There was none of that. It was just really strategy and authority. So I held on to that for dear life. And I mean, I was transformed by it. And I don't mean to say that anybody else should feel, believe me, that's for sure. This is not anything to believe, but it's my experience. And I felt to put it out there because of what was shared with me over this weekend, because it's like, never in a million years did I dream to experience this and live this you know, for the last years of my life. No bucket list, no regrets, no wishes I had, nothing. It's just the isness of living this, the being, just being. I'm not waiting. I don't care if you ask me a question or not. I mean, I don't care. I'm just being and things just happen. It's like in all the searching I did in India and everything, and I would not trade this, what I experience inside of me, for all that was spoken about with what you could attain, huh? I could care less about the light and love and all of this. This isness. This isness. That's it for me. And that's all I'm sharing. It's my own experience. But after this weekend, it was I was like, I had energy. You can tell I have energy about this, huh? Yeah. And so that's what I felt to share. Anyway, yeah, it was sweet to share like this. And Yeah, I hope you enjoy the unfinished book about 2027. And yeah, you guys take care. Bye bye.